So both of them are getting replaced. Paimon and Keqing. English VAs have now been recasted. Apparently, Aether and Lumin's English VAs will return soon to voice their characters. Now, I have no idea how they are actually going to do this, because I guess for Keqing it's going to be much easier, right? Because so the thing is with Keqing, I understand that she is not the main characters, not really, at least she's one of the earlier characters, but Paimon is like, there's so many voice, like she voiced so many events. So how do you actually replace Paimon's the new Paimon VA? She has to work overtime. She'll be working like 24 hours a day to try to catch up from version 1.0 Paimon until version whatever what is right now Paimon, right? So Keqing I think is much easier because I don't think she has that many voice. There might be some versions that don't have her, but Paimon is going to be there everywhere, right? In Liyue, in Mondstadt, in Inazuma, in Netland, Paimon is always there, but Keqing may sometimes be there or not, right? So that's going to be the thing, right? But right now you can see they have been officially, there was a, yeah, this is going to be the official post, right? So you can see after version 5.7, Keqing and Paimon's English. Have you ever seen the word English there specifically? Japanese remain the same, Chinese remain the same, but English, alright? English only English, alright? Now if you are the Japanese lover, alright, you are not affected. But English, now you gotta change the voice, right? Now you go to the game and now there's a new voice, right? That's going to be what it is. That's going to be what it is. This change only applies to the new content in version 5.7. Historical content will be gradually updated in subsequent versions. Okay? English is so problematic almost on every game. Well, there are some games that I play don't have English, right? So for example, Blue Archive don't have English. One day, maybe once Arona has English voice, that will be kind of nice. Brown Dust 2 don't have English yet. Hopefully they will add that soon. What other games don't have English? I would love for Snowbreak to add back English because Snowbreak used to have English. So all of these games that have English, alright, make sure you appreciate them while they are still there, right? That's going to be what it is. When you play Genshin, you start with JP voices. Yeah, you could probably download the JP voice, and I think a lot of people are probably annoyed by it by now, and you know, would have swapped that consecutively. Imagine throwing away a role this big just because you couldn't shut the F up, man. Shut the F up, man. Yeah, part of me sort of feel like I think they regret it. What do you guys think? Like, I feel like if you were Corina Boedger, which is the Paimon VA, if you were Kylie Mills, which is the English VA, I think part of them I think has some sort of regret. I'm pretty sure like they if they could revert back time, if they could go back time to not send out the tweet that caused the drama, because the tweet, I feel like they would be like, I shouldn't have done that, that was childish, right? Because like, what is the point? Now you lose 2 major roles, 2 major jobs. Like, being a voice actor in Genshin is really huge, right? Like, you can't just, like, all for what? Some personal agenda? Come on, what do you personal agenda? What do you mean your personal agenda is so important, right? Their pride really was the downfall? Too woke to regret it? No, I feel like they have some sort of hint, some sort of regretness in them, right? They're regretting it midway but already too deep and ego is too high to say sorry. You're probably right about the ego thing, right? Because like, and also you cannot say sorry not because of ego, because you are on the woke side, right? Because now if you betray the woke side, now the wokies are going to get mad at you. You either join the wokies or you'll be against them. You cannot be a fan-sitter because now the wokies hate you. You cannot, right? You are supposed to be on the wokie side. Like these two, I believe they are very active on Blue Sky, everybody's favorite social media, Blue Sky. Everybody here has Blue Sky, right? So if you guys haven't followed them on Blue Sky, that's where they are mostly active at. But I heard Blue Sky is dying. That's like an entirely different thing on itself. Not only that bug, they also tank their reputation to the ground. What bad shit insane company would accept casting? That's also one thing, right? Not just about this particular role in Genshin, but also think about it from the context of in the future, if they want to like, because Genshin is Genshin, alright? It's just one game. In the future, we're gonna have Arknight's Anfield. We're gonna have Azure Promelia with English voice. We're gonna have NTE with English voice. We're gonna have what else? Chaos Zero Nightmare with English voice. There's so many games coming out. Like you literally just brick your career, right? You literally just bricked it because now your reputation is like that. Companies may look at it and be like, okay, this VA in the past has caused problem for that particular company. It's better for us to not work with them, right? Enigma of Sophia 2 with English voice. Wait, what? It's not even about it's not even about gacha games, right? Think about it from a perspective of certain games that's like AAA, like Black Myth Wukong kind of games, right? I'm sure we have a lot of those kind of games that will come to the West as well. They will need some sort of localization and English voice, and now like people like this just lose the roles, right? Enigma has part 2. No, he's just trolling, man. What do you mean there's Enigma part 2? Part 1 is barely struggling. Actually, I have no idea. I don't know what's happening to the part 1, right? But yeah, permanent black mark on her resume while being FI-core. I have no idea what that is. Imagine defending a union that doesn't even consider you as their member, but as a scab without any of the union benefits. Yeah, that's just a little bit unfortunate. It's crazy that the job is a VA's dream, consistent pay and probably getting good with wiggle room for pay rises. Working consistently, entertaining compared to a lot of voice acting work you can even get. Even if Paimon probably annoyed me to stop playing, good connections, get to go to the events, probably paid to go to different places, and guaranteed to be working for the next few years. Sure, if you're morally against the Chinese regime and decide not to work for a Chinese company, but she's been working for a Chinese company for 4 years. This is just dumb beyond belief. Chinese. But if you don't work for Chinese companies, so what? You're just gonna work for Korean and Japanese? I think it's quite difficult, right? Yeah, it's quite difficult. It's always quite difficult. Let's see what Twitter has to say, right? Because I'm kind of curious. Why Keqing too? Guys, why Keqing? Now, for those of you who are not aware, in Nikkei, Keqing also voiced everybody's favorite character. And who is everybody's favorite character? Anybody wants to guess? And that's none other than Rapi.
I do not die or break.
Kylie
not
Mills.
Under any circumstance.
Now, there's a lot of Kylie Mills White Knight in the chat. I get it, right? You guys are mad. You're trying to defend Kylie Mills. I understand the position, but right now, it's very complicated, right? So as you can see, harassing the new VA who replaced someone, yeah, problematic since day one. Jacob Takanashi was the one that was being, yeah, Kylie Mills is this particular person, right? I guarantee you, basically this is what she said, right? For a recap, if you guys didn't follow the drama. So she went and attacked this particular person, Jacob Takanashi, for picking up the role of voicing Kinich because the Kinich VA apparently went on strike. So Hoyo replaced that particular VA, right? So this guy replaced that VA. Now, Kelly Mills was unhappy and said, this is kind of diabolical. If you need the money, at least take the role uncredited. This just come off as an easy grab for clout. It's not a good look. I bet you this guy don't even know what's happening, right? Because this guy is based in Japan, apparently. He lives in Japan, and he don't even know he just took a role from Hoyoverse and he was happy about that. And he don't even know he's replacing someone. He probably don't even know about that, right? And then, I like Keqing, but when you whine about the new VA who had to take up the mantle, it does a disservice to her. She wouldn't act like how you're acting. Stay in your lane and do actual VA instead of coming after a new VA. And then she said this, I guarantee you, Keqing would be doing the work to educate people and do what's best for the people. Uh-oh. For the people. No, it's what's best for herself. Kaylee Mills is doing what's best for herself, right? But anyways, yeah, from what I gather, this guy, Jacob, he doesn't even know what's happening. He just got hired and he didn't even know that he was replacing someone, right? A lot of these VAs, they might not play the game even, they just do the job, right? So they don't even know or follow what's like happening. But yeah, this is what's happening, and this is what makes her a very dislikable person, I guess, overall. By Kaylee Mills Karma. She said Keqing will educate people. Now that the same Keqing educated her how to behave, I guess. Have you seen what the bitch did? She actually did way more than this. Like, both of them actually did more than this. They also asked some of their followers to harass you know, to harass Jacob for that particular reason, which is a little bit annoying for sure, right? Can someone explain to me what happened with the VA strike and why everybody is celebrating that Paimon and Keqing have a recast? Yeah, some people don't even know. Some people like they are left in the dark. They might not even follow. Rapi next. Uh-oh. Now Kylie Mills. Corena Boyga and Kylie Mills were hated due to them attacking Jacob, a Japan-based English VA who took over John Patinianet as Kinich after John refused to come back to voice Kinich because John was on strike. Now John is on strike. John said, I don't want to go to work because he's now striking. Now if you don't want to go to work, you are going to go on strike. On strike means you don't show up to work, right? How many of you guys here, you don't show up to work? For 1 week, you'll be like, okay, you're gonna get replaced, right? That's how it goes, right? You cannot blame your boss for replacing you. If you choose not to go to work and you tell your boss, I'm gonna go on strike. 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. But this one has been this thing has been happening for not 1 or 2 weeks though. It's been happening for 6 months, right? What if you are the boss? If you are the boss, if somebody tells you that they want to go on strike, would you be okay with that? Why is strike even a thing in the first place? It's like union protection and stuff, right? It is complicated. Strike is a thing in the first place, just like how protest is a thing in the first place. Does it make sense? Now, why is protest a thing in the first place? The reason why protest is a thing is because so you can stand in the middle of the streets and block traffic. Now, why do you need to block traffic? When you block traffic, somebody gets annoyed. So they honk you. They honk you, right? So why is that an important thing to do, right? Why is that important thing to do? Because you're not happy with your life. So you need to make someone else not happy. That's literally the whole reason, right? There's no other complication to this. It's actually that simple. When you're not happy with your life, you go and make somebody not happy, right? That's the whole purpose. That's the whole point. I'm partially being sarcastic right there, but it is pretty much what it is, right? You get fired after missing for 1 day? I don't think it's 1 day though. These people have been missing for like... These people have been out of their job for like 6 months or even more, right? This is way longer. Way longer. But anyways, she's still currently the voice of Rappy, right? Rappy Red Hood. Rappy and Rappy Red Hood. So for now, we still get Rappy. And I'm not sure if Nikke will change anything for that particular one, but we'll see how it is, right? We're gonna see how it is. Hopefully, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys want her to be removed from Nikke? I think it's fine, right? Like, I don't think it's that annoying and it's not the worst thing ever. I think Nikke is fine, right? She can be there. For me, like, I'm not too bothered by it, but I can see that some people really hate her personally, right? So that's going to be what it is.